Hello again. My name is Le Poisson Steve. Welcome to Vintage Key Studio, or La Studio de Vintage Claire. Is that what it is? Right, we've got a bit of an update here. Just a very quick thing. I always say that and it ends up being 50 minutes long. You may remember I've got an Eventide Flanger FL201, which belonged once to Walter Becker from Steely Dan and at his studio in is it Maui? Maui? I found out a few years ago that Eventide in the 70s also did a thing called a BPC-101 phaser card, and the idea was that you could have an instant flanger, but if you took the flanger card out, you could put in their phaser card in the same slot, and it would turn the instant flanger into the phaser, which they'd also made. I think they made the instant phaser. I think it was called instant phaser back in the early 70s, which is what the precursor to this. So you basically have two units in one. Now, for years, I've been trying to find a BPC-101 card. Never managed to find one. And then I thought, well, maybe I could make one. And because the schematics are freely available, because they published them in the user thing. This is what this is from. But then I looked at it and I thought, that's going to take me 20 years. So as I was trying to find information about it fairly recently, I stumbled across a Japanese website called Vintage Standards JP. Just on Instagram, they're on there as Vintage Standards Synth. This person, I don't know a huge amount about them really, but they're like a techie sort of repair person, and they're specialising in 70s and 80s digital and or digital stuff and repairing it all, and it looks very, very, very clever. But anyway, I found this because I saw that they'd managed to make a replica of this BPC-101 phaser card. I thought that looked interesting, so I thought I'd ask them to make me one, and they made one and sent it over from Japan. And also, which was a really interesting thing, they've also made a special adapter socket thing. So you can plug the phaser card and the original flanger card in together, and then with help of a special switch, which I'll show you about in a minute, you can flip between them. So it's two units in one. I've often wanted to get an original Eventide phaser. I might still do that one day, but it's quite a lot of money. I thought I'd just very quickly show you this because it's really good. And first of all, I think what I'll do is I'll just give you a bit of a demo of what it is. So let's have a look. I'm just going to put on my headphone. Right then. So this is bloody loud. Okay, right, here we go. So at the moment, if you're listening in the headphones, you should be able to hear that this music that I'm playing, which happens to be some jam sessions from Vintage Keys, which are available on the in our members area to listen to at your leisure if you want to. You can hear that's the original flanger sound just on the oscillator there, and then you can change it all around and mess around with the Doppler and the bounce and all that sort of stuff. And it's got the envelope follower as well. Okay, right, so that's that. Now, with this flip of this switch, it's now turned into a phaser. So if I switch that off. You should be able to hear. It's a much subtler effect. Until the next bit of music comes on. you can get some really nice sort of stereo images from the mono, because it's a mono signal I've got going in. The output appears to be a bit softer than the flanger. So if you actually, no, it's about the same. So that's the flanger output. That's the phaser output. I'll put the oscillator on. I can't remember what these do on the phaser. They're probably a similar control. I'll put the envelope follower back on. So what you have to do is you basically have to remove this end pot, which is the release pot for the envelope follower, and then put in the new plug-in adapter, which comes with a replacement pot for this one, and then you just have to wire on a couple of wires that were on the original pot. So that's the original pot there. That's the one I took out, and you can see that change it into a flanger, and that's the phaser. That's quite a lovely sound there. So anyway, yeah. So we now have two lovely units in one there. Very clever indeed, I think, and well worth it. So anyway, I'm just off over there now to do another video, so I'll see you in a bit. Good night. All right.
Yes, did you want to include anywhere of you, the video of you doing it? Because do you want to introduce them?
You could
Or do you want to overlay it?
overlay.